Yes, sir.
You want me to intro you? Oh, you got it. You want to intro yourself?
We are Beta Omega Chi.
So the three of us founded this organization on September 17, 2013 here at Brown University. And we just chose to start this organization because we felt that we wanted to bring a centralized black fraternity to the campus of Brown University, one that wasn't tied to the negative stigmas of hazing, rather something that would promote more of an educational experience throughout the process.
There was a need on campus, and I think what we were trying to put together and what we were envisioning was something that people gravitated towards. People also saw that there was a need for it, and brothers, didn't need a lot of convincing.
The social climate at the time was epitomized by a visit from the former New York City Police Commissioner, Ray Kelly, who came to campus to discuss his advanced techniques for policing of black bodies. As the protests and political unrest were unfolding on campus, they did not feel as if they had the platform or voice for their opinions on matters that directly impacted their lives.
Thank you.
This program is now concluded, and we're going to ask that everyone please leave the auditorium.
There seemed to be a need for a group that was able to, channel not a uniform voice that spoke for all black men, but some kind of voice that did speak for a decent segment of black men collectively who had shared values.
The let's do it was the easy part. It was easy for us to say, let's start an org. It was easy for us to say, oh, we're gonna have our own fraternity. It was easy for us to imagine all the perks that might come with it. Super easy. But it was impossible to imagine operationalizing that idea into something tangible. And that's why I have so much reverence for the starting five in particular. And they say, dog, that idea is crazy, but let's do it. And the first person to break that banner down, Isaiah Edwards. He stepped, like no one else, every single moment, every single turn. He did things to break down doors, to help our imagination say, no, we think it's too small.
Isaiah was a natural born leader. He was a pillar of the black community at Brown, and he was a pillar of every community space he entered. He saw everybody's potential. He saw the best in everybody that he interacted with. And what's even beautiful about that is not only did he see it, he would push everyone he knows to reach those heights.
Met Freddie and Isaiah briefly through the Brotherhood. We just talked for like that hour, then I would just go back, okay, I got to study, get stuff done. And I did not want to join at all. I was like, it's a frat, it's hazing.
Like a lot of different people that are a part of our fraternity, it's pretty often that you'll find someone who didn't think that they wanted to be a part of a fraternity when they initially joined, and I'm definitely one of them.
So what did I hear about Beta Omega Chi before joining? Honestly, not much, because I was ducking the information.
It was actually Cedric, so he's one of our founders. I was drunk and I messed up at a party, and he's just like, let's talk about what you're going through right now because something's clearly bothering you. And like to see somebody that had no reason to take out the time to look out for me real quick, that was something that made me interested in finding out more about what was going on in Beta Omega Chi. And it went from there from not being interested at all to, being part of the leadership of the organization.
The people welcoming us into the organization had no intention of harming anyone, physically, emotionally, or mentally. And when I think about the stories I would hear of fraternities, that was basically all I was imagining. And I was never able to reconcile that within myself. So hearing that this was such a refreshing change of pace and an intentional change of pace was what drew me in very quickly.
So I actually had a lot of friends who were in Box, KJ Boyce and Kopina Johnson. They were, very impactful people in my life, especially during my freshman year. They introduced me to Box, and I just kept hearing about it. And over the years, I was just like, yeah, these are great people, great influences in my life, and if they're a part of this organization, I honestly should check it out too.
Of course, my line, the Decennial Vanguard, we crossed in the spring of 2023, and it was something special, to be honest, because you don't really like talk to all of them most of the time, but then once you're all together, like crossing and everything, you meet with each other, you learn about them, and you form otherwise friendships you didn't have before.
I feel like a lot of what I learned was just, you know, re-emphasizing values and tenets I already knew about the frat. But I think the most special part of the process for me, at least, was I always knew I'd be getting, you know, getting more acquainted with fellow brothers in Beta Omega Chi. But I feel like I have a really special bond with my brothers in Astro right now, because that's an experience we went through together.
We just were debating and just talking, and it was a great time for like intellectual discussions that I wouldn't be able to have anywhere else on campus.
You hear a couple people talking in the hallway, and the next thing you know, someone else's door comes out because they hear people talking. And the whole frat is just in the hallway talking, so we don't have a lounge we can just move into. So it was always just like, you know, impromptu, hanging out in the hallways, in the lounge, going to Joe's, going to get meals and studying together and supporting each other in the good and the bad moments. I thought that that was something that, although each day it might have looked a little different, that was the core of it. And I thought it was just something that really made my experience really, really amazing.
Our fraternity was a positive environment where we could have been doing who knows what, but you know, we were pushing each other academically, we were pushing each other, you know, to succeed.
Much because it's midterm season, so everyone's been like locked in and whatnot. But for the most part, it's very much just enjoying company.
It changed my entire, I would say, life trajectory, where sometimes when you're in the fog of your own darkness, you need something to be that light. And I would say that Box was that light, whether it be Isaiah, whether it be Freddie, whether it be starting five, or especially the younger people that came under us, that challenged me and made me a better person, and people that I love and adore to this very day. So that's, in a nutshell, is my story.
It's been amazing just to see how things have progressed to where they are now. And if you would have asked us all those years ago, I don't think any of us could have ever imagined it to be what it is today. At least not to this magnitude and not for this long. So just seeing it year after year after year, it's just amazing. It's almost like a dream, for real.